Welcome to my channel, The Business Building Diva, with me, Natasha James, better known as the CEO Speaks. I'm showing up on YouTube because I have overcome imposter syndrome to a certain extent. I have come to a realization that, you know what, I am that girl. I have accomplished so much in my life that I can't let you downplay who I am, the things that I've done, and all of the accolades that I have behind what I've been able to accomplish. I was in a room yesterday and the question was brought up, how do I overcome imposter syndrome? And my answer to that was three things. One, show up. Two, be consistent. And three, there's this lady on YouTube that talks about the let them theory. We're going to talk about that because I just really think that's the most amazing thing she could ever say on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. So these are the things that I've learned to do. And one thing that has that has helped me with this is actually being able to show up is social media is that thing that I've avoided for about 5 years. And the reason I avoided it was because I kind of felt like it was social media, me showing up and being, trying to be that person that was that motivator, the motivator that I am, the encouraging woman that I am, the I am going to help you get where I am type of person that I am. Sharing. It was me sharing with friends, family, and all of those that was following me, how I was able to accomplish the things that I was able to accomplish. But it felt like it bit me in my butt because a lot of things happened. That'll be another video that kind of just made me isolate from people, social media, and just things out in general. I didn't want to be around anybody. I hated people. Because I felt like I had gone out of my way. I am a giver. I'm a giver by heart. I love taking care of people. It makes me happy to do things for you that's going to make your day better. It makes me happy to be able to go out of my way and say, you know what, I've been able to experience so much. It's not going to kill me to allow you to experience this one time. So I am that girl that's going to go out of her way to make sure that you have and that you're okay. But what I realize is that people don't want you to do that. They cannot stand it because in their minds, you're doing too much. You're showing off. You're this, you're that. And it's usually the people that are around you, people that don't understand what it took for you to get where you're going. People always say that she's changed. She got this and she got that. She thinks she's all of that. Money doesn't change you. It enhances who you are, but it changes the people around you. They decide that at the end of the day, they can't handle the success that you bring to the table. And unfortunately, that's their problem. So when I say showing up and how being on social media have allowed me to show up, it allowed me to show up because now I'm back in the public eye. I go out. I do things that I know I need to do. I am getting dressed every day. Like today is a bad hair day because my hair is natural and I just don't feel like washing it right now. But is either my wig, braids, or my natural hair. It makes me decide, you know what, I'm not going to just be walking around here with a bun in my hair. I'm going to put on some clothes because I am not wearing leggings and a t-shirt and tennis shoes anymore. I am not going to show up in some sweatpants and a sweatshirt anymore. I am going to look the part. I'm going to look the part to the best of my ability for the things that I have planned to do today. So yeah, here I am. I'm dressed, but I don't have on any makeup. But I feel like at this point, this is not. I can go to a business meeting dressed like this. I have on boots and some pants, and I can participate in anything that I needed to do after I left my office to go to work. And I still feel like I belong in the room versus me coming to work with a pair of sweatpants on and a pair of tennis shoes, whereas I can't go to my meeting afterwards. So it allows me to be able to get here, come to work, and be present in what I am doing. And if I need to make a separate move after I leave the office, I can. Showing up allowed me to start participating in lots of different activities outside of work, something that I normally would not do. Showing up put me in rooms that made me realize that I am not the girl that I thought I was or that people said I was, because I was in the wrong rooms. What showing up has allowed me to see is that I am that girl that fits in the room with everybody that's actually in the room. And as a matter of fact, I'm the girl that everybody probably want to talk to more than I would want to talk to them. But they validate who I am, what I'm about, and who I've become. So it's no longer I am worried about me and not being able to be the person that I am. I love clothes, I love shoes, I love handbags, and I am going to buy them. But it was a time that I would buy them and they would sit in my closet. So hence a video backwards going back that I have too many clothes in my closet and not enough space. That's what I'm talking about. I bought clothes, I bought shoes, and I bought bags. And they just sat there because every time I walked into a room with the people that was used to being around me, it was, how much did those shoes cost? When did you buy that bag? When did you get that shirt? Girl, you pay $800 for this. You pay at $9,000. You pay $9,000 for that. Why is it your business? But that is the mentality of those that can't afford the things that they really want. So they want you to feel bad for buying it because you can. So showing up allows you to put yourself in the rooms that you don't have to feel judged. It stops you from being in spaces where people belittle you or look down on you, because it's not the fact that they're looking down on you because you don't belong there. They're looking down on you because they want you to dim your light to accommodate their light. We can't do that, sis. We can't do that in 25. So we're not going to do that. We're going to show up, and we're going to let the people that in those rooms where we show up, we're going to let them hype us up, because that's where those insecurities are broken. Those people are going to validate who you are. They're going to validate your accomplishments. They're going to celebrate your wins. They're going to want to be around you. They're going to call you. They're going to put your name in rooms that you would have never thought your name would have been in. They're going to bring you into spaces that you could have never imagined being in. You're going to be that girl that you already know that you are. So show up. Consistency is going to be that thing where you know that you have put in the work daily. You're showing up. You're doing the things that you wrote down that you said you do, and you are doing them on a regular basis. My consistency looks like I go to business meetings. I've enrolled in different business economic development programs. My consistency looks like I get up every day. I come to work every day, not because I have to, because I can, or because I want to, because I don't do anything in my office. I'm here today working because I got some things that I have, some emails that I need to do. I got a few things that I need to do, but that I could have done at home. It ain't got nothing to do with me being in my office, but I'm here because I wanted to sit in my office and do this video as well. But consistency is putting you in play. For me, is putting me in places where I can work on building my business the way I want to build my business, doing all of the things that I would not have been doing prior to the things that happened originally. So that was another thing. That incident made me rethink my mindset. And sometimes it takes that. It makes you think that, you know what, something bad has to happen to make you uncomfortable, to get you out of your comfort zone. Because we are comfortable being stagnated. We're comfortable being in a place where we don't have to feel a certain kind of feeling. And that feeling of being in a room that you think you don't belong in, is an uncomfortable feeling. But sis, go. I'm still getting to a place where I'm learning to work the room, but I at least show up. I'm not going to tell you that I'm there and I'm talking to everybody and I'm passing out business cards. I'm not going to tell you that I have overcome imposter syndrome 100%, because I'm not. I'd be lying. But I show up. And because I show up, the conversation is already on the other side of the door for me. So that dispels my imposter syndrome. It only take one person to come up to me and get me started. I just need to feel like, you know what, there's somebody in the room for me. That's all I need. And then I'm gonna start rumbling. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk. They'll probably walk you to the next person and introduce you to that person. And then it's a cycle from there. And you set, show up, sis. I just think that being in the room is all you need to get you started. Don't worry about your personality. The people who belong in your space will be in your space and they're going to understand who you are as a person. I have a very strong personality. And if you can't tell, in my voice is very authoritative. Not that I want to be authoritative, but I am a firstborn girl of 6. I have 3 brothers up under me. I've been telling people what to do all my life. Seriously. I don't know any other way. And it's not that I'm telling you what to do. It's just that's just my tone and how I go after stuff. I'm not a person that's gonna sit and wait on somebody to do something. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not. I go do it myself. But I am working on how I tell you to do things, but I typically when I say when something needs to be done, I am a delegator. I'm a boss. I have 3 businesses that I operate. And the reality of it is my day to day is always delegating. So I'm not asking people to do things in a sense. I am volunteering them, like, for the most part. Let's just say what needs to be done. The alarm needs to be turned off when we get home, when we get to the office in the morning. When you get to the office, cut the alarm off, unlock the door, turn the lights on. And this is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say, hey, when you get to the office, will you cut the alarm off and turn the lights on and this, that, and the third? Why I'm not going to say that? Because it's automatically assumed that it has to be done. So I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm just going to say do it in a sense. So that comes off as very intimidating to some people. And I tell my staff when they're hiring people, if I have to walk around like I'm walking on eggshells around you, we can't work together because I'll hurt your feelings every day. And that's how I look at my life and the people around me. I am very aware of how I make people feel. So in my mind, if I notice that I have made you feel a certain kind of way, guess what's going to happen? You don't have to worry about being around me too much longer because I am going to remove myself because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want you to feel some kind of way around me. I don't even want you to be in my space because I don't want to feel like I got to think about what I got to say in order for me to say it so that I don't offend you. So I'm going to go. I'm going to respectfully go. And I feel like that's okay because at the end of the day, everybody is not meant to be my cup of tea. And I am not meant to be everybody else's cup of tea. So when I find my tribe of people that can identify with who I am and be okay with my personality and understand that, you know what, that's a good woman. She's going to go out of her way to do it. She might be a little headstrong, but I love me some Natasha. And those are your folks. So at the end of the day, don't sit around and think that you have to be in everybody's space. The let them theory, let them think whatever they want to think. At this big age of 47, I am not sitting around trying to go back and forth with why I need to allow you to do certain things or why you need to like me or whatever the case may be. If you feel like that's what you feel like, that's what you feel like, I'm not finna dispel it. Ain't no more me going back and forth with you. It's okay and bye. Because I don't have time for arguments. I don't have time to try to convince you that I'm a good person. If they told you I was a bad person, then I'm a bad person. If that's what you want to believe it. Because girl, don't nobody care. And I really don't. And I had a lot of things to push me into that place. And unfortunately, I hate that it had to happen that way. But I am really glad that it happened because it made me realize that I have value in ways that I didn't know I had value because I let people keep me in a box for so long. And it's free to be on the outside of that box and living the way I want to live, doing the things that I want to do, and being who I am unapologetically. So this is my take on how to overcome imposter syndrome. If this resonated with you, leave me a comment down below and tell me how imposter syndrome is stopping you from being able to do the things that you need to do in your day-to-day life. Like, share, and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.